with speculations that the Garo Hills Autonomous District Council (Ghadc) has misused central funds worth crores of rupees meant for implementation of area development as well as health and hygiene of the population to pay salaries of the employees of the council. Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma, while speaking to reporters on Tuesday, said that he cannot comment on the internal matters of the Ghadc as it is an autonomous body. Pointing to the negative outcome, the Chief Minister said, I quote, "But what is important to note is that these funds were meant and are tight funds meant for JJM and meant for different kinds of sanitation and water supply. While they must have looked at the status of the employees and they must have gone ahead with what they did. The problem in this aspect is that this will affect the entire flow of the second installment for them," unquote. The Chief Minister further added that not only will this affect the outflow of the installment in the Ghadc, but it will also affect the outflow of the second installment in the KHADC and JHADC, as the Government of India has given all the autonomous body a joint fund. The district councils have to manage their own finances, so they know better, but from a purely administration point of view, it is not the correct way to move forward, and it will definitely reflect bad on the finances and the future flow of central schemes, unquote, further added the Chief Minister.
Number one, I don't have any comments to make on the internal matters of the Garo Hills Autonomous District Council, because it is an autonomous body, and whether they use their funds to pay salaries or use their funds for development, that is entirely there, because the responsibility to pay the employees ultimately falls on them. So I don't have any comments on how they've used the fund, but what is important to note is that these funds were meant and were tied funds meant for JJM and meant for different kind of sanitation and water supply. While they must have looked at the status of the employees and they must have gone ahead with what they did, the problem in this aspect is that this will affect the entire outflow of the second installment for them. And that may even in fact the second installment of KHADC and JHADC, because they're all linked together. It's the Government of India has given for local bodies, a joint fund. So when we are not able to submit the UCs for one installment, then basically it creates a bit of a problem to release the other installments. So we may see a problem in release of other 15 Finance Commission funds to not just Garo Hills District Council but the others, because we will not get the funds from Delhi. The kind of mismanagement of fund also affects the overall financials of JHADC, and it reflects bad on their books. So tomorrow, if they are looking at going for some kind of financial support from financial institutions, the financial institutions will not be comfortable in giving them the financial support, and therefore the loans or any kind of financial support they look from banks or other institutions, they will not be able to get that support from the institutions. So it reflects badly on the management, and it's a bad example of mismanagement, and it should be avoided, is what I would like to say. But at the end, as I said, the district councils have to manage their own finances, so they know better. But from a purely administration point of view, it is not the correct way to move forward, and it will definitely reflect bad on their finances and on the future flow of central schemes and funds from them.